Hey everybody, welcome back. Dude, we're getting some slim pickings. Lilith, Magasaden, Greedier. So really just Magasaden in a given run. Anybody have a middle row? No. Anybody have Magasaden? Or anyone just have Hush? No. Boss Rush, Polaroid. Magasaden, Magasaden. Delirium. Plus, the implicit thing here is Greedier as well. You know what? I love Judas. I would love to finish off everything left on Judas's list. He's a fun boy. PBH0V6GK. Last run was very good. If I do say so myself, and I do because I'm the only one talking right now. If you want to have your say, you got to go to twitch.tv/Northernlion. During a live content broadcast. Thank you very much. And have your voice heard. But for now, conversation's a little one-sided. You know what? That's the way I like it. Well, no, it is and it isn't. Hey, there we go. I like a dialogue. I like a banter. But I do like, I don't really like to hear myself speak. I just like to talk. Because the same way like a Silicon Valley CEO under the age of 24 talks about like going on an ayahuasca trip. Just try to Google it. It's spelled the same way it sounds. And they go, it really taught me something about management culture and my leadership style for the way that I want to run my company that, let's just say, is a little bit like a company named Schmoober, but for scooters. Hey, Ruka, please don't look at the monitor at a point-blank range. I think it's bad for your eyes. Ruka. Hey. Look this way. Yeah, there you go. No, my son, I know you're able to watch the monitor, but... Please, you're just watching it too close right now, my boy. You're like less than 2 inches away. Okay, if you'll give me a moment. I have to move my son, otherwise he will burn his own retinas doing this. Okay, my boy. Look. Look at this. What's this over here? It's my hand, that's right. You know, the hand, the thing that feeds. It provides you with pets. Put you right here. There you go. Nice little square portion of the desk you can rest your head on. I just don't want you... Don't look at me like I'm a bad guy. I don't want you to burn your retinas off watching me play Isaac. I mean, we should take car battery, I think. It's not very good with Bookable Isle, but it will be good later. Okay, you know, I'll even move the 2 novelty buttons I've been sent. The laugh button from Paradox Studios and the duck game button from Adult Swim. I'll move them both so you got a better place to sleep. How does that make you feel? He's looking. Oh, he's laying. He loves it. Okay. First floor, mostly HP is the thing I'm most excited about. Car battery is for future considerations, let's say. I'm willing to take a chance. Let's see. If it was troll bombs, it would have worked out as well. Paralysis, really just a waste of my time. And tears down. All right. F me, I guess. We should have used the bomb right there as a much better location for it. Either way, we're still in a good spot. How do we do Magasaden? Well, we've learned a couple of different ways. Most of the time, we rely on... Excuse me. Angel deals. And with limited amount of HP, it's probably how we would look at it this time as well. But we could also do self-sacrifice rooms. Statistically speaking, it's borderline impossible to have a run without a self-sacrifice room. Even a run that looks like it doesn't have any, apparently sometimes does have some. I've been told by the commenters, based on a recent performance. Easy money. Thank you. There was a Tinted Rock, was there not? Like, we can't quite get to that. We need 2 bombs. Tell you what, try it this way. Rarely will you see me as invested in our chance to get a Demon Heart here, but I really like... I I want to be able to take deals with the devil as well. But we at least need to try to get a deal with the devil, so that even if it goes wrong, we got that deal with the angel access. Good God, dude, this room is so deceptive. Thank you. Thank you, Ouija board, as well, for all of your help there. So that's probably our... Oh, we have to do this. Wow, what a ripoff. It's okay. Just... Oh, you were so close. I was just trying to wait for my right moment to duck in between the items. It's okay. Life goes on. All I'm going to say... Your boy got a little bit of the high blood pressure going on. He's begging for items. He's saying, I need this, I need this. Do we really need that? Probably not. If we do that, we're going to die right now. One bomb means we don't have to die. Trying to avoid a pot play situation. Okay. Cool stuff. It's pin. It's pin. It's pin. Unlosable. You guys like Faith Hill? Why does every country music artist have a name that's under 12 letters combined? My last name is like 10 letters long just by itself. Garth Brooks, Faith Hill, Tim McGraw, Keith Urban, Vince Gill. Did I say Vince Gill? Alan Jackson is like the longest name in country music, which is really how he should bill himself. Randy Travis, even that. 11 letters. Cat, you can't be there. We did get that deal with the devil, by the way, despite not deserving it. So, hey, Cat, I, like, genuinely, you're the light of my life. You're my sun, my star and my moon. Along with your brother, but then also, you know, like, Kate. Sorry, I was looking at an email there simultaneously. There's a lot of things coming to coalescence here. It's that time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. When the corporate PR folks who don't return emails in spring want your ear. 'Cause the budget won't roll over to next year. So I got all these emails coming in. And they shoot you these emails. And they, hey. They shoot you these emails. And they go, hey, just had a quick question. You like a ham sandwich better or a turkey sandwich? By the way, I need your reply within the next 15 minutes. So I gotta stay, I'm constantly like on call with these emails. I'm not complaining, it's a positive thing. But most YouTubers don't work on a, you know, please reply by the end of the day sort of meta. You know, we're like, get back to me when we have a chance sort of people. And it's a bad habit, but simultaneously, the honest to goodness truth. Trying to become better about it. Bit by bit, row by row, gonna make that garden grow. So how does this run look right now? Love the damage, but that's just Judas. Hates the reduced DPS, thanks to the Tears Down pill. Love the idea of car battery. You know what? Better late than never. We should have popped it earlier. But it is what it is. So I'm really eager to find that library. I mean, dude, there's a lot of books that would work out real nicely for us. Thank you so much for this. This was well worth it. Particularly, Satanic Bible is a great card. Sorry, a great, scrambled my brain there temporarily. A great, I was gonna say relic after that. If you'll excuse me, I'm very broken. No, but it's a great book. Great item. Great spacebar item. For getting, Mega Satan. Because we got a self-sacrifice room right over there. If we can at least get one key piece. 2 is a little unlikely, but if you get 1, that's an extra 10% chance, floor over floor, of getting extra deals with the devil. Or angel. My son. Okay, as long as you sit down and don't burn your retinas on the screen, you're cool with me. That is Satanic Bible. So we are going to have Bookworm as well. 1 second, I got to respond to a text message. It says, could you come downstairs and help me with the package? I have to reply and say, I cannot. I am recording, but I am sorry. And then send like a sticker. It's hard, dude. You're getting a glimpse of an adult life, by the way. I don't even have a child yet. You got emails, you got cats trying to burn their retinas off. You're a man, so you gotta lift all these heavy packages. Hey, I actually enjoy it, but I'm just saying it is what it is. Hey, farting baby. The thing about farting baby is that he farts. You might look at him and say, hey, what's up with this green tinged baby? And I would say, I'd tap his name tag and I'd say, guess what? He farts. That's what he do. He fart. Reminds me, are you familiar with the beauty trend of face masks? I'm not talking about a penalizable offense in the National Football League. You know, it's a not cloth, but it's like a paper mask with a solution on it that you put over your face, or sometimes it could be mud or clay, etc., etc. I don't think I'm gonna buy these yet. Hold off a second. I really want to play that self-sacrifice room, but I want some more charges. I'm waiting for the battery charges. Kate has several of those, but it's called Jart. Like someone who jokingly made a fart. You know what I mean? Okay. I got you. There's no problem. Let me check this out real quick. Hello. You got everything? Okay. The cats are rushing out to see you. You know, just like a satirical fart. A Jart. I was saying, you know, the face mask you have, the brand name is Jart. You know, like the beauty, self-care, the mask you put on your face. I didn't know how to describe it. Not like a Halloween or Quiet Man style mask, you know. Not like the mask that Stanley Ipkiss wears in the 1994 film The Mask. Of course, possessed by the spirit of Loki, the god of mischief. I still don't really want the compass. Magician. Yeah, just pop the magician for no reason when you meant to hit W. Hit the Q key instead. Who cares? It's my life. Whatever I want to do. Yo, okay. Golden key is really nice. This run is still not popping, but it's close to popping. We got like a 35 and a little bit % chance of a deal with the devil. Sorry, deal with the angel. Well, literally we were right. It's also the chance of our deal with the devil, but we'd rather have a deal with the angel. Left hand, probably better at this point. We want, probably on this floor, we could start to entertain the possibility of a self-sacrifice room giving us both key pieces. One key piece, pretty much for certain, with car battery satanic Bible. Two key pieces, pretty likely, I would say. So you just got to use this at every available opportunity. Thank you. Farting baby actually got a kill. Because we got pentagram from our last curse room, I feel an obligation, nay, a privilege, to go into the curse room right here. Dude, when you're right, you're right. That's tarot cloth. Our effects for everything are doubled thanks to car battery and also this. I will sack half a demon heart to do this. So glad that I did. Yes, we could have saved it for blank card potentiality, but I mean, you're right. We could have saved it for blank card potentiality. Yo!
Gift by your lovely wife.
Thank you. So, I'll tell people the short side of the story. I left my keys.
And they include the bathrobe.
Oh, thank God. I left my keys at TwitchCon. It's not just a Tony Bennett song. It's a genuine problem. I know you're gonna say, how did it happen? You don't need to worry about that. But I called up the hotel and I said, excuse me, I think you've left, I think someone stole my keys. No, I said, I think I left my keys in your room, blah, blah, oh, blah. I don't need to censor it. It was the presidential suite. No, it wasn't. Either way. Could you go see if they're there? And they found them, and they said, what do you want to do about this? I didn't know it, but it makes sense. Apparently, like hotels, they can just... They got like a program, they'll just mail you your stuff. And at first, I was like, man, that seems like really abusable. And then I thought about it for 2 seconds, and I thought, how? Like, people are going to deliberately leave a bunch of their belongings in a hotel room just to punk the hotel they were staying at? Anyway, the point is, my keys are back. I'm a very happy man. Thank you, Kate. As a... What?
I love you so much.
Yo.
I got you mango slush.
She got me a mango slush.
Without pearls.
Without pearls, because I prefer it without pearls. Thank you so much. Love you too. Even before the keys in the slush, but like, especially now, it's like turbocharged. Super Saiyan kind of love. Suck on that, Bon Iver. We don't need this. Bon Iver? It doesn't matter, okay? Is he a good French winter? Or an independent artist? I don't make the rules. Please, that's exactly what I want, synth oil. Now, you can probably tell my voice is getting a little hoarse here. Let's, post up a little mango slush action. Mmm. 50 sugar, 50 ice. Kate, I have a bit about bubble tea. You know, we go to the bubble tea place. For anyone that doesn't get bubble tea, boba tea, etc., etc. When you get the bubble tea, the boba tea, they usually go, what ice level do you want? What sugar level do you want? From 0 to 100. Why is the normal sugar level 50%? It said, at one of the places we go to, it says normal is 50%. You know when we went to that, the Korean restaurant with the world's worst parking lot? Near the enormous karaoke place? I think it was in Richmond. Yeah, cha time. The sign on their wall was like 50% is normal. Well, I said to them, well, in my head I said it, I had a big argument. I said, if 50% is normal, why don't you call that 100 and then just ask people to say 200% sugar? I have another bit about bubble tea, but Kate's already heard this one. One of the other bubble tea places in town is really popping off. I mean, bubble tea's been around, I'm sure, for a long time, but it's really popping off here lately. Can't shake a stick without a new bubble tea place opening up. But they do 25%, 50%, and 100% sugar. Yo, this is so good.
No.
They do. Yeah. Oh, that's right. They do like yeah, 20, 70, 100 or something like that. And we went with David Miyazaki, friend of the channel. And he said 50% sugar, and they said, we can't do that. I was like, well, technically you could, you know, if you added a, if you just had a 70, and then you, I was trying to do some brain teasers there, but I'm dumb. Or at least my brain is temporarily broken. We still need to go to our item room and everything. Yo, that's an insanely good experimental treatment. Let me hydrate a little bit here. It's like you could give the poor man 40% at least. Just give him 2 of the 20% scoops. Anyway, this is the minutia and the non-issues that I concern myself with in my life. Okay, I'm really glad I went out of my way to get to that room. Now that we have a key piece, it's arguable, but we may wish, oh geez, to not even look for a self-sacrifice room. But I do have to admit, self-sacrifice room would still be nice. Because if we're able to get a self-sacrifice, okay, I'm not on this floor. But if we're able to get a self-sacrifice room at some point in the future, we will be able to take deals with the devil if they're to show up. And then this character is like pretty much done for good. Kate, this is delicious. What a wonderful beverage. My wife is asking me if I had cheesy Kanaka abroad. Before I answer the question, I would like to know why you're asking. She can smell the cheese off of my empty plate. There's no point denying it, boys, when you're caught red-handed. I was indeed eating a Canadian cheese from the Dairy Corporation AgroPer. It's known as Oka Artisanal. It's a semi-soft cheese with a ripened and fermented rind. It's delicious, but the center of it is is like a soft, milky, almost like a brie, but a little bit harder. The rind, which you are supposed to eat if you're not a coward, tastes a little bit like gritty feet, but like the best kind, like the way that feet taste to Quentin Tarantino.
I was like, either someone threw up in my nose, or I smelled cheese.
It is indeed the cheese. Your nose does not deceive you. You want some?
I'm a dog.
You're not a dog. You're a beautiful lady.
That is crazy.
You do have a great sense of smell, though.
How the hell?
If I was to do something clandestine that had an aroma, I would be caught easily. I would be done. I can't even eat cheese 2 hours ago in my own house without being called out.
Guess what? Also.
Okay, what is it? What the heck is... Oh, it's our mail! This is the greatest day of all time! Every piece of mail I've been waiting for like 2 weeks has finally arrived. It's our business checkbook so that we can continue to fulfill our, not our cheese purchases, really the only thing I use that for is mail in my, taxation checks to the government on a daily basis. Not daily, that would be ridiculous. That's like 400 checks a year almost. Still, you're welcome, Canada. I had to go to the bank to get that thing done. Alright, this is great news. You know, when I went to the bank, I handed him the order form. He said, I'll take care of it. And I looked him dead in the eyes. And I have to admit, I doubted him. He came through. Great job. Should phone the branch up and say, I don't know who was working teller 2 on Saturday, the day of the municipal election in Vancouver, British Columbia, because I'm not going to say he deserves a promotion, but at least put him in contention for Employee of the Month. I don't even know what I'm talking about on this episode anymore. Okay, we have bombs. Been to the item room. We're looking for a self-sacrifice room. That's what's happening here. We don't need it, but I still think it's worth looking for to open up the chance to take those overpowered deal with the devil items if they exist. Right now on this floor, we don't have a good chance of getting either a deal with the angel or devil, but admittedly it could happen. Okay. We're gonna miss boss rush, but that's okay, because literally all we have on this character, Judas, call him by his name. All we have is Mega Satan. So I haven't seen the 2017 film Call Me By Your Name yet. I hear it's amazing. Army Hammer, Timothy Chalamet. Or is it Chalamet? I can't remember. Either way. And I'll watch anything. I've forgotten his name, but I knew it at one point because we did a bit about it. It's the guy from A Serious Man. He's also in Fargo Season 3. He's in The Shape of Water. Everything that... Michael Stuhlbarg. That's it. Everything that he's in, I'll watch. He doesn't make bad movies. I'll go down the list right now. You know, I got time. It's only 10:07 p.m. Michael Stuhlbarg. He's an American actor. You're ready, okay? Body of Lies. Admittedly not that good, but it's not so bad. Breakout role, A Serious Man. 2011, Hugo. Maybe you've heard of it. Martin Scorsese. Well-liked film. Men in Black 3, much better than Men in Black 2. Not a great movie, but Seven Psychopaths, great movie. Lincoln, not my scene, okay? Hitchcock, didn't even know it had come out, but who's that? Is that Anthony Hopkins? How could a movie with Anthony Hopkins be bad? You ever see The Mask of Zorro? Blue Jasmine, well-loved movie. Couple of these, you know, I'm looking at these and I'm like, never heard of it. Pawn Sacrifice I heard is good. Trumbo. Bryan Cranston nominated for Best Actor. How bad could it be? Arrival, maybe you've heard of it. Doctor Strange, maybe you've heard of it. Call Me By Your Name, nominated for 1,000 different awards. The Shape of Water, nominated for 1,000 different awards. The Post, nominated for 1,000 different awards. The dude doesn't miss. So what I was the whole reason I even introduced this bit. He had a great 2017, man. He was even in Fargo Season 3 was 2017 as well. Either way. Wouldn't Call Me By Your Name, and I say this sight unseen, but wouldn't it be a better movie if it was just vignettes of people getting increasingly confused by being called by somebody else's name? Like if me and Nick were in a call and I kept going, hey Ryan, and he was going, what are you talking about? No? Well, you know, agree to disagree. Both sides have valid opinions, you know, it's just really a matter of preference and where you see yourself. Blood clot. Not really what I'm looking for. But this is the floor. It can't not come together. It can't not. 43% chance roughly of a deal with the Angel. We're interested in that, let's put it that way. Self-sacrifice room is real valuable. It's a very slow run. You know, for a run with nearly double-digit damage, we've been a little slow. Now, I've been taking care of business over the course of it, admittedly. Very important business. Requiring a checkbook. I think restock, it's interesting, but at this point, we gotta recognize, why not just donate a bunch? You know, our donation machine, well, we got a better angel chance anyway. We're up to like over 50% now. We might as well, if we've already got a win, we should have started doing this earlier. We should be donating like much more frequently. We're only halfway, maybe even a little less, probably just a little bit more now. We're only halfway to Graceland, you know? Still got 500 cents to go. Now, as much as I do want to say, like, hey, you know, 500 cents, you could get that on one good run. It's admittedly plausible, but not very freaking likely. More likely is the scenario where we're going to end up, you know, donating on like 30 runs. Especially because the thing just breaks all the time regardless. Still looking for the sacrifice room. Don't, just slow your roll here. Dude, I gotta apologize to the viewer base. I can't stay away from this mango slush. It's delicious, for one. Beyond that, the coolness of the yogurt-based beverage. It's coating my throat, giving me life after a long day of streaming and recording. If anybody out there runs, thank you, PR marketing for boba / bubble tea, that was a little preview of the ad read that I can give you. Because here's the thing, you've already got some demographics locked down, but I've never been a bubble tea guy. Well, you know what's funny is now we don't even have to do our self-sacrifice room because we got teleported here regardless, but Crown of Light is so hilariously good. You need to get people like me and my dad on the bubble tea train. If you really want to, you know, you want to be the next Starbucks, you need a guy who looks like me. He takes a sip of the bubble tea and goes, well, that's downright refreshing. It's like a juice, but a milkshake mixed together. With real mango, not just mango flavoring. And all for the low, low cost of only $9.45. Wow. So the ad's probably not gonna, I don't necessarily think it's gonna pop off, but if you're looking kind of like a soft white guy to be in your advertisement, I can be that soft white guy. I was born for this role. I think I would be a good product endorser. I mean, I guess in some ways I already am, so it's up to you, depending on how you felt about the AMD unboxing video. But I would love, Justin and I were talking about it on Twitter. My ideal, like, podcast, my ideal life, I think, is I just want to be Guy Fieri in diners, drive-ins, and dives. Literally, so he travels all the time. First off, you know, traveling is cool, but it's not really, you know, I don't want to be flying all over the world anymore. I'm over it. I know that sounds, it's like the most insulting and like first world problem thing you can say. But for the most part, like, you know, back in the day, it would be like, hey, NL, I'll fly you to Finland if you take a photo with me. What do you say? And I'll be like, dude, free trip. Now I'm like, I love sleeping in my own bed and spending time in the city that I love and, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I take more time for myself now. Guy Fieri, the furthest he goes is Canada. I'm already here. Now, we already have a Guy Fieri in Canada. I forget his name. It's John something. He does a show called You Gotta Eat Here, and it's not nearly as good. John, no offense, okay? I mean that. I have no familiarity. I got no familiarity with the oeuvre of your work prior to You Gotta Eat Here. I'm assuming maybe Much Music VJ. Pretty common inroad for shows like this. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I got Guy Fieri. He's got an infectious sort of personality. And you could tell the man just loves to eat good food, and who doesn't? John's, you know, he's got this Canadian demeanor, and he's got these glasses on, and I mean, he always goes, that's good, but you can tell in his head, he's like, I'd rather be eating some Tim Hortons steak and cheese panini right now. Is it possible to be offensive to your own people? I'm sorry, other Canadians. But Tim Hortons is not good. Have you seen they're doing the weird Taco Bell thing now, where though every single one of their menu items is just like a culinary joke that only their CEO finds funny? Like now, they're like, everyone hates our breakfast sandwiches. How do we diversify them? You know what they did? Replace the bun/biscuit with 2 waffles. So now, instead of having like a sauce, basically a sausage McMuffin knockoff, you get 2 freaking syrup-coated waffles and then a sausage patty in the middle. Half of you out there right now are saying, sounds good. Stop. We have a chance to be the generation that stops this company. I beg you. You can do your part, even if you're not from Canada, okay? I've seen you on Twitter whenever there's an esports event. You land at Vancouver International Airport, you land at Pearson International Airport in Toronto. Well, Mississauga, technically. Just saying. Hey, to be fair, the Vancouver International Airport's technically in Richmond, but one good turn deserves another. And you go, oh, I'm in Canada, living it up Canadian style, and then you always post a picture of like a Tim Hortons coffee. You don't have to do that. You can stop. Be the change that I want to see in the world. Hey, this guy broke the bounds of the map. That's not cool, buddy. How did this fight go? Like, just okay, but could be worse. Why is this run so slow? Sorry, I had a delicious throat bubble there from that mango slush. I could even put on like an accent if you want for the advertisement. Is that a mango slush? No, here's how it works, okay? It's like an older gentleman wearing a cowboy hat and a jean vest comes into his daughter's room. And he goes, Jeannie, you finished feeding the house. Wait a minute. And then he looks at her desk and he sees the mango slush. And he says, Jeannie, where'd you get that orange juice? And then Jeannie goes, Father, that's not an orange juice. That's a mango slush from insert your business here. Mango slush? You mean like the tropical fruit? that does not natively grow anywhere near this longitude and latitude. That's right, Papa. And then he takes a sip. He goes, Jeannie, do you mind if I take a sip of that mango slush? Because he was going to say juice, but now he's learning. And she goes, yes, Poppy. And then he drinks it, and he goes, his head explodes. And then out of his, completely ravaged neck pops a new man. This time he's wearing the same vest, but no shirt. Instead of a cowboy hat, a trilby. Look it up. Men have class, boys have swag. And he says, YOLO, that mango slush is Liddy, fam. And then your business name here, YOLO. That's your slush. I just wrote the ad for you. Is the ad bad? Yes, but it's purposely being bad. It's like a Tim and Eric thing. You wouldn't understand. It's called art. Subversive comedy. Go back to the Orny Adams show. There we go. Is there... I thought there was like a turret back there. I'm glad to hear that's not the case. We're kind of dominating now. We could fight Hush if we want to. I'll level with you. We do not want to. But I'm happy that this run is finally settled in to a better situation for itself. We don't want to fight those guys. It's really, like, the only downside of this run right now is rate of fire. But it's still decent. You ever wonder, like, while we're talking about actors, like we were 15 minutes ago about Michael Stuhlbarg, America's greatest living actor. You ever wonder what it's like to be an ugly actor? And, you know, I say this as a man that... it sounds like I'm fishing for compliments, but I'm not. You know, if I was in Hollywood, best I could hope for, plucky best friend. You get the Jack Black roles, right? No one's ever cast in... And I'm sure he would not take offense to this, I hope, but no one's cast in Jack Black in the roles that are like, and then he takes off his shirt and his ripped abdominal muscles, you know. He's handsome in his own, you know, he's like, he seems like, where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go in a way that's not weird. Let me put it this way. I would way rather, like, marry Jack Black or hang out with him for 10 seconds than Chris Pratt. Seen Jack Black in a lot of stuff. You see him on that Muhan Dojun Infinity Challenge where he does the K-pop songs without knowing how to speak Korean, and then the Korean guys, they have to guess what song he's doing based on his scat singing. You know, I've seen him on Good Mythical Morning a few times. He seems like a very, very affable man. I saw him on a show once when, you know, the point of the show was also to get intoxicated by some narcotics that may or may not be legal depending on where you live on planet Earth now. You know, he had a very bad time and let it be known, and it was a human moment for Jack Black. You don't get that out of a lot of celebrities. What I'm getting at, though, is like, surely when Steve Buscemi, and I mean this seriously, it's like the 18th time I made that mistake in my YouTube career. I remember talking about Sin Seriously earlier. Probably like 4 years ago, but you know, Steve Buscemi, whatever. Rob always laughs at me. Sorry, I didn't grow up 2 streets down from where he served as a volunteer firefighter. Either way, he was probably considered handsome at first, right? Like, let me go look at a young picture of Christopher Walken. It'll make you question things about yourself. Steve Buscemi, young. Dude! Some of these early photos, wait, that's not Steve Buscemi. That's Bill Skarsgård, the guy who plays it, or he plays Pennywise. I don't know, he just looks like a normal dude. He gets a little weirder looking as he gets older. Okay, maybe he was never classically handsome. I don't know, I'm just saying, maybe, you know, is there a point where you just have to accept that you've become a character actor? Like, you're never gonna get those meaty leading man parts? To put it in Tobias Funke's vernacular. I'm trying to think of who's in that. You know who embodies that right from the get-go? DJ Qualls. He's never going to be your Breckenmeyer type. He's never going to be the 40-year-old guy who looks like he's 17. Playing the lead actor in your really ill-advised movie about high school. Please stop hitting me. I'm trying to beat Mega Satan. Please stop hitting me. I'm trying to beat Mega Satan. I guess you just gotta accept what you're getting, you know? Probably still is pretty cool to be an actor. Like, do you think Batista's ever out there? Well, I should really lose like 200 pounds of muscle so I can be a leading man. Hell no. He's like, yeah, cast me as ripped Jonathan Blow in the Blade Runner sequel. I'm ready. It's the role I was born to play. I don't know where I'm going here, okay? It's just... I'm just spitballing. It's the last video of the day. I've been talking all day. All day. I'm ready to be done talking because I'm starting to say some dumb stuff. The left hand. You've done it again. Just, I was gonna say, if I get one spirit heart, I'm a happy man. I'm gonna do one room. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna do one room. Because I got one luck. One room, one luck, one item. Guaranteed. Get ready. Told you. By the way, we will not lose. We have full health. And it's a delicious mango slush. We cannot lose. Like, almost literally. All I will say is, on top of not... No, I literally was just about to talk about that. What I was going to say is, on top of not losing, I should very much like to not lose Crown of Light immediately, because it's going to have our DPS. Now, our damage is still pretty good, but it's only pretty good. And I mean that for real. I would love to lie to you and tell you that my damage is incredible. That's not the case. We have 10 damage, 8 rate of fire. It is what it is. Those are stats that you would definitely consider winnable, without a doubt. But you would not write home and be like, Mom, you won't believe it. Slightly above average rate of fire combined with pretty great damage. The world's my oyster. We do have Nun's Habit, don't we? So we should expect to get some more Demon Hearts as well. Wow. Easy there, buddy. You're a lot harder to fart. You're a lot harder to fart, is the thing. Normally a fart is, it's just gas. Hopefully. If you tried to fart out a boss that was, the ultimate form of the Prince of Darkness, it will probably blow out your O-ring, is my guess. So technically, I didn't misspeak. You misinterpreted. Either way, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say he's harder to fight without, drowsiness. That made the last fight like a joke. My God. Please. You know what we want? And we're begging for it right now. Delirium to give us not Little Han. Give me Little Brim, give me Incubus. Not even 3rd level Meat Boy can tickle my fancy. I demand more. Good start. I mean, I maintain this is the hardest of all the waves. The angel statues will be mildly annoying. At worst. And then the second phase will probably be, like, quite annoying. But, you know, the rib, or not the jawbone, I should say, it does block shots. Even if it blocks, like, just a very small radius of shots near where we shoot it, that might be worth enough. Because that's, you don't need to wipe the screen of bullets. This isn't Enter the Gungeon, you know? You just need to clear out a little swath. So your own little private Idaho. Michael Stuhlbarg, not in that one. He was probably a little bit too young. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna hang back. Take a sip. That's not fair. I told you I was having a sip. And then the thing is, Mega Satan goes, a sip of what? And then I go, oh, this delicious mango slush boba slash bubble tea. Have you heard of it? Can I have a sip? And then you give him a sip, and you know what he becomes? A smiling baby, like from Teletubbies. That's how good it is. It could turn Satan into a baby that's also the sun. Don't shoot me. I can't see you. Okay. Be strong. Farting baby just saved me. A world of hurt. Where were you that time, buddy? We still got you. It's just, at this point I've stopped dodging just because I want you to perish. It's taken a little longer than I'd like, but the job is almost complete. Hey, let's go. This run, it had it pretty much since the start, but I'm glad that it's done now. We will not fight Delirium. Are you out of your mind? Unlocked Belial, baby. Something we will never see on screen. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!